Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 10 of season 2 of Gravity Falls. Let's get ready to just hop in, guys. I'm ready. I'm just kind of been itching to jump back into things here, man. If you want to see the full length reaction, if you want to get early access, or you want to submit your own comments, questions, or fun facts for me to read at the end of these episodes, you can do all that over on Patreon. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. This is a great way to support the channel, helps do things we do for here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me out to down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 10, Northwest Mansion Mystery. Interesting. Okay. Spending time with the Northwest family, I presume. Here we go.
The guest list for this year's party has so much diversity.
Yes, a nice mix of millionaires and billionaires.
The theme is seafoam green, not lake foam green. Go change. But
Mind your mother, Pacifica.
Oh,
yes, Father.
that's so rude.
Oh no, it's happening.
Okay, so this is
You
not
are my possessions.
Oh.
Obey me.
So this has happened before.
Surely there's someone who could handle this sort of nonsense, and I think I know just the person.
Oh, wait, why did we see that? God damn it, dude. How dare you? But look at them getting quite the little reputation. Mystery solvers. Oh, what the? Was that? Did they truncate that ending? That felt extremely short.
Ghost Harassers on the Used to Be About History channel.
Oh,
Be strong, Bladder.
the Used to Be About History channel. Ain't that the fucking truth, dude? It's like just aliens and like road shows and truckers and what was that other shit that they do? Like not dumpster diving, but like auction shit. It's anything but history most of the time now. I swear, every time I scroll past it, it's like ancient aliens, which I guess is kind of a little bit of history in there, but yeah, God, Ghost Harassers though. That is, God, what was that dude's name? I whatever. Anyway, that's a whole little side tangent. I love that. I mean, because that's all they really do anymore. If there are ghosts, these people are simply harassing them.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news.
Oh, what?
It's starting! Turn it up!
Make room for Grenda!
Oh,
The Northwest family's annual High Society Shindig Ball Soiree is here. And even though common folk aren't let in, that won't stop us from camping out for a peek at the fanciness.
oh my God, that is so sad and quite pathetic.
They say each gift basket has a live quail inside.
Give me your life.
In case you've already forgotten, Pacifica Northwest is the worst.
It's like the obsession with like the Kardashians, the Hiltons and all that, especially during like those periods. Like, I'm given, I don't think anybody has stopped with the Kardashians, at least. It's just like these like famous families that people just like get this contact high. I mean, it's not even contact, but you know what I mean. It's like this vicarious living through the display of their lifestyle and how so much of that has shaped culture over the last couple of years. I mean, last couple of decades, for Christ's sake. But yeah, it's like, it's a taste of what you might never have. And I think that's part of the draw. But the camping outside though, like watching on TV, I could kind of give that a little bit of a pass. Camping outside, just kind of see if they could peek in through the window, a little weird.
And that's not just jealousy talking. I'd say that to her face.
I need your help.
You're the worst.
Hey, he did it. He 100% did it. I gotta give him credit for...
If you don't help me, the party could be ruined. Just name your price, okay? I'll give you anything.
Hi, Pacifica!
I'm surprised Stan didn't hear that and fall out of the rafters.
Mabel, this is Pacifica we're talking about.
But it's Candy and Grenda's dream.
In exchange, I'll need 3 tickets to the party.
You're just lucky I'm desperate.
Did you just walk around with those in your purse? I'm surprised those would be unlocked key. Like, no No more than needed. Or holy shit, what is that road that leads out here? You're in Oregon, dude. That better be de-iced on the regular. Holy shit, people would die.
Wowie, wowie.
They have a cider fountain.
Fancy plant.
Please don't break anything.
The rumors were true.
Hopefully you can help us with our little situation before the guests arrive in an hour.
We have an hour to figure out what's going on here and resolve it.
Who do you guys
Oh.
think you're impressing with this stuff?
High standards are what make the Northwest family great.
Funny, I thought it was lying about founding the town.
Whoa! Check out this hottie!
Baron Sneer Stout. Oh my god.
But I think this boy is out of our league.
Granda is right. He's a white whale. Hunting him will destroy us.
All right, Ahab.
Let's swear our sisters choose not to waste time on Marius.
Deal!
Deal.
Oh, they are so going to be wasting time. Yeah, they each want to be the one that's wasting the time while the others do not.
This is the main room where it's been happening.
Yeah, this looks like the kind of room that would be haunted, all right. I wouldn't be worried, though.
100%.
Ghosts fall on a 10 category scale. Floating plates sound like a category 1.
Well, we'll... No way it's going to be that easy. Well, there's our clue. He's got no eyes. Oh. Well, look at that. Wait, what the? Oh, no. What on earth? What ancient sins?
Dipper, what is this?
This music, though. Category 10 haunting we've got going on here.
The forest dark shall once more rise.
What do we
What
do?
on earth
Don't
does
worry,
that
it can't get worse than
mean?
this.
Dipper, you know better. Murder? Did some what? Or is that the? Oh, that's the that. Wait, no. What?
The northwest.
Yo, dude, I was gonna say I want a fire beard, but I wouldn't mind a beard, to be honest.
Read through your dumb book already.
I'm looking, and it's not dumb, okay? This book is gonna save our
Ah,
lives.
what
All right,
was
here we
that?
go.
Hold up. What was that? That was like a Freddy Krueger with like utensils for fingers. Yeah, the dream hipster. And that's merely a category 9. Oh my god. Was that a bottle cap remover, a butter knife, a spoon, and a spork? Not even a fork, a spork. That's great. Hold on, actually, I wanted to... There's something in the bottom corner. Turns into horror naps. Turns power naps into horror naps. We worked way too hard for that nugget.
It's gonna save our lives. All right, here we go. Advice.
Pray for mercy. That's no help. That is wicked, though.
This way.
Is he a Northwest, or was he like, no, he's I smell a Northwest, right? Was he murdered?
And reclusive 102-year-old mayor of Gravity Falls, Mayor
what?
Befuftelfumter.
What?
It's okay, they're with me.
Tonight we will enjoy only the finest of tastes and only the snootiest of laughter.
Oh, that was good. That was so stupid. That was great.
Introducing Baron Marius von Fonshauser.
Comes in with his own gust of wind coming from inside the house.
Guten, take me now. Ugh.
Mabel, we had a truce.
Yes, a truce.
I would have said Guten Tag me in. You know, tag me in.
What if we flirt with him as a team? With our cuteness combined, one of us might have a chance.
When our powers combine, We are Captain Flirt.
Hey, what's on your shirt?
Oh,
Gullible loser!
god damn.
Hurry!
Meanwhile,
go to the garden.
Dipper.
Watch out for peacocks.
Why did it turkey gobble?
Haunted painting can only be trapped in a silver mirror. Look, there's a silver mirror right there.
Wait, don't go in there.
Oh, we've got bonding time. Yeah, he's gonna come around eventually.
Is this place?
We're gonna learn it's not so nice in here. More Northwest secrets! Or maybe there are more of these, because he is aware this shit has happened before. Oh, okay, never mind. It's just him.
A silver
Hey,
mirror.
yes! That'll work, maybe. Well done, Dipper.
Did you get him?
Dipper for the save.
We did it!
Hey, I don't think I'm all that wrong from what I called before.
Can I pay you to pretend that never happened?
Sure. Why not?
We can't thank you enough.
There's no way it's that simple.
I'd love to stay, but I've got a Category 10 ghost to dispose of.
Woof. Aw.
Call me crazy, but maybe she's not that bad after all.
Well, look at that.
You've been had, boy.
What do you mean?
150 years ago this day, the Northwests asked us lumberfolk to build them a mansion atop the hill.
He's gonna learn the truth.
We were told 'twould be a service to the town, that once a year they would throw a grand party and all would share in the bounty.
Oh, well, that certainly didn't
Took
happen.
years of backbreaking labor and
Oh my
sacrifice.
God.
But when it was time for the grand party,
They weren't allowed in.
they refused to let us in.
Yeah, fuck them. Get to work, guys. Get to chopping.
You promised Northwest! And with the trees gone, the
How did he wind up?
mudslides began.
Oh, God. How did he wind up with a axe in his skull, though? Oh, well, shit. There we go. Okay. I assume.
150 years I'll return from death, and if the gates still close to town, wealthy blood will stain the ground. A curse passed down until this day.
And they still continue on to do this.
The Northwests knew this haunting was coming, and they tricked me into helping them to avoid ghostly justice? I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna let you out. Have at it, dude. Get him. Get him. You know what? Why not?
You've got some explaining to do.
Yo, what's up, Aragorn? What was that?
You lied to me.
Look at who you're talking to, boy. I'm hosting a party for the most powerful people in the world.
Maybe in Oregon.
You're just as bad as your parents. Another link in the world's worst chain.
I'm sorry, they made me. I should have told you, but...
Oh, God.
It's the last time you and your kind will ever come. No.
Let him out. Let him out. Smash the mirror.
Exodus Demonus, Spookus Scarus, Ain't Afraid Us No Ghostus.
What is this? What is this spell?
You hate them as much as I.
Hey, I feel you.
Wait, I remember seeing a comment, I think, like, and I don't know if it's related to this episode, but all of the lumberjacks, all the carpenters, all the builders that died building this mansion died here in the outskirts of Gravity Falls. I don't know how far we are from the shack, but that might explain the overabundance of corpses. I think I saw comments saying something along those lines once upon a time, that those were lumberjacks or something like that. All the zombies that Dipper summoned in episode 1 were lumberjacks. I wonder if this was the explanation. They all died in the harsh winters, the tumultuous weather, all to build this extravagant home for these people that had no regard for the people that even made it for them, which is, you know, par for the course, right? Or was that wait. What the fuck? Oh. What the hell? Did staring at the trees empower him? Or just wait? I don't know. Whatever. He's free now.
Hi, I'm Mabel. So, Australia, huh? Do you guys eat kangaroo meat over there, or?
Austria.
I am from Austria.
Tag! Wow, where's the rule book about dancing?
Yeah, this is not working.
Your flirting style can come off as a bit intense.
He might like it. Who knows?
You think I shouldn't be myself just because I'm in this stupid mansion? I thought you liked my style.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Marius! You've got something on your shirt!
He actually did, though. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. That was expected.
I think we can all say
Yeah.
this party was a
Apple
rousing
cider.
success.
I guess you could say it was a slam dunk, Preston.
Yes, I guess, sure. A toast to our family name. What?
Yeah, screw your name.
Generations locked away. My revenge shall have its day.
Also, all of the Native American art littering this place is, whoa! It's just more of this hubris of control of, and the animals, all of the art. Oh my God, this is horrifying.
Prepare the panic room.
It's just this like disgusting, pervasive control on the world around them while using it as decoration and nothing more.
Just one way to change your fates. A Northwest must open the party gates.
A Northwest?
Pacifica, let's go! Aww.
The ghost is turning everyone to wood, and he just started rhyming for some reason?
The ultimate sign of evil.
This is what I found in here. A painted record of every
Oh.
horrible thing that my family's ever done. Lying, cheating, and then there's me.
Oh my God. What was all that again? Let's go back. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, fucking the land from the Native Americans, him crossing his fingers evilly. We know they're not even the founders of this place. Robbing what looks like from the poor. Some mad scientist up at the top left. Them conquering and slaughtering all these animals. And a general on the right. I can't make out anything more than that. Yeah. Icky. Hey, at least she feels bad about all of this now that she's learned all. I don't know how long she's known about all of this, but at least you can kind of see, like, one, the abuse, how it's not trickled, it's how it's affecting these generational gaps, and how she clearly doesn't like it, at least, and she might not be. It might be them fitting a square into a circular hole, so to speak. She might not. Maybe the apple did fall far from the tree this time, as much as they tried to force her into being nearer the tree. Whatever.
I lied to you just because I'm too scared to talk back to my stupid parents.
No.
I am just another link in the world's worst chain.
But just because you're your parents' daughter doesn't mean you have to be like them.
Yeah.
It's not too
Aw.
late.
It's
Not too late. It's never too late.
wood.
Oh no! Holy shit. It's like nature has reclaimed this place in a way. You are all wood.
Prepare to get... no, wait! No.
Oh God. Yep. It's going to be all up to Pacifica. She's got to go open the gate.
The forest of death, a lesson learned. And now the Northwest Manor will burn.
Oh! Oh my God. That'll take everybody with it too. You psycho.
Just change everyone back.
Pull that lever and open the grand gate to the town.
We have a reputation to uphold.
No, fuck off.
There's enough mini sandwiches and oxygen to last you, me, and a butler a full week. We'll eat the butler.
What the? Oh my God.
You dare
Yeah,
disobey
no.
us?
Hey, to be fair, with all this shit that has come out recently over the last couple of weeks over a certain list, that doesn't sound that out of pocket. Or not, okay, it's extremely out of pocket, but not, I mean, I believe that at this point. Who knows how many butlers have been eaten over these last couple of decades at the hands of this? Like, you fuck these people, man. God, like the evidence room alone that they've tucked away is crime enough, is sin enough for them right now to like lose all of this. But good God, man, just that cannibalism comment is a little too real. Sorry to bring the world in for a little bit, but that's just like the fact that this came out when it did too, you know, years prior to all of this.
Dingly dingly! Is this bell broken?
Oh my God, fuck off!
Is broken, and I'm gonna fix it.
Let's go.
Yes, it's happening. My heart, once as hard as oak, now grows soft like more of a birch or something.
Okay, and everybody is back to normal, and all this haunted foliage melts away.
I feel lumber justice.
Damn, that's a heavy axe or a weak floor.
Oh, yes!
Good Lord!
Oh my God, that would be so sticky. And just a random horse.
I can't get you out of my head. You're so bold and confident. I know you're probably out of my league, but might I give you my phone number?
I don't have a phone! Write it on my face!
That if you don't have a phone, that doesn't matter.
I guess we shouldn't have sold her short. I call bridesmaid!
I call Cole bridesmaid.
Oh my God, guys, you are getting way ahead of yourself.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Next year, I'm sure they're just gonna lock everyone out again.
You know, the curse is broken now. They could probably just do that. Yeah. Let's go.
But seriously, I better go find someone to clean this up.
Woo! Scuba-da-doo, hornswoggle my goat knees.
Hey.
I've been looking for you. I fixed the
wait,
laptop.
what the?
I've been doing calculations, and I think something terrible is coming. The
Oh God, look at him.
10 times.
Oh, great. Are you serious?
It's a party. Let's have some fun for once, huh?
This is our mid-season after all.
This is bad.
Oh
Something's
no.
coming. Something big.
Oh no. Oh no. What was that?
You can drop the act trigger.
Oh.
They're seeing activity on the machine. It's go time. Where's my phone?
I don't have it.
Yes, you do. It was in your purse.
Oh, so I'm just supposed to hold on to everything for you?
Oh my God.
Why do we always have to fight at parties?
Not even gonna ask.
Holy shit. That was such a good episode. Holy hell, dude. And again, the animation was just popping off with this lumber specter. I love the flaming beard. Just the flaming hair in general, because it was a beard-haired combo. But yeah, just more of the Northwest claiming and taking shit that they didn't actually earn or whatever, and not upholding any of their agreements. Just being a slimy, skeezy fucking family. What started off kind of like is like what may have just been a government cover-up, maybe just like poisoned the well. I mean, who's to say about the OG, like the original, because he was what, just a town custodian or something like that? I can't remember exactly, but he was like, he cleaned up the trash. He was a trash man or something along those lines, if I remember right. And then he wound up being declared, in hindsight of this cover-up for the president, as the founder of the town. And then narrative got spun. Then this empire kind of rose out of the ashes of that business, probably through some government entanglement as well to uphold that front. And then from there, just over the decades, because all those posters, what the fuck am I saying? Those paintings, I mean, I guess like the one with all of the woodland critters that were slain that they littered this place with. That's another thing too. They take, and then they show it off. They slaughtered all those animals, I mean, I guess that's another thing that the rich and wealthy love to do is go off on their trophy hunts. You know, you see people posting about it, like goading over this helpless animal that they fucking shot from like yards away, who had no idea what was even going on. Yeah, that's no sport, dude. That is absolutely, there's no sport or honor in that whatsoever. You know, and it's just like, it's just disgusting. You know, they show them conquering the woodland creatures, and then the Native Americans here, you know, striking this bargain with them, maybe for this land, but then crossing your fingers, and then you decorating your one probably didn't fulfill your end of the bargain whatsoever for what you took that land for, given the history of this country. Shocker. And then on top of that, to have the goal to decorate this party room with like their art, their culture, and just kind of parade it around as if it's something you now lord over and own. It's just like a insult. It's the decoration, the mounting of all these animals. It's all that, the flaunting of the wealth that they even in that one other painting depicting their treachery, stole. You know, what? Then there's the cannibalism implications here. And then just the abuse, like the generational abuse, like the fucking, like anytime Pacifica starts to get a little bit just off the northwest path, they're like, ring the bell, shut her up, course correct. Now, going back to the golf episode, the way it was like, you're in northwest, you don't lose. If you do, consequences, whatever. You know, it's like, you're getting to see like how that perpetuates. And how they maybe even if Pacifica truly felt this way, or Northwest truly felt this way in the past, maybe they didn't have somebody like Dipper, maybe somebody not like the Pineses, like Mabel, whatever, this family, some connection outside of this bubble to help ground them. Like, you know, like she said, like, I'm just too afraid of them to do anything. And she started to beat herself, kick herself about it. And who's to say that that hasn't happened before? And then there was no reinforcement, there was no support beam to keep them from breaking. So then you have how many people caved to this consistent badgering, abuse, manipulation, gaslighting, and grooming to become yet another bad link in the chain, you know, for this family, you know, to continue on the sins. You know, her parents like did not want any of these people in there. They knew full well about this curse and knew this was going to happen. And it's a simple solution, but that would tarnish their image and all this. You know, there's prim and proper lifestyle where they just kind of see people as extensions of themselves, as objects to be used and discarded, like plastic silverware, you know, like paper plates, or you know what, just to bring them in, use it once, kick them out. Like in the all of those lumberjacks that died building this house in these harsh conditions on this treacherous like peak where this place was built, this hill, this mountain, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just like, I mean, it's a pretty strong indictment of a lot of the rich. I'm not to say that they're all like that, but a lot of them, once they get that taste of power, man, and sometimes it's just to even make it to that point of wealth, power, and accumulation, you had to do something underhanded along the way. You fight tooth, nail, and claw, you know, kick the ladder out from people, take where you can, push where you can, whatever. You know, I there's very few I feel got there without absolutely doing something wrong or fucking someone over. You know, at the end of the day too, we see like where they're at right now too with all of this, and it's just like, oh. And I do think that wealth potentially, kind of like with like a superpower, will just amplify who you really are. At the end of the day, I would like to believe, and I do think that a lot of people that make it that far is because they're not afraid to use, abuse, and twist and whatever leverage anybody and everybody that they can. And that just it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Not to say that they all do, but I feel like a vast fucking majority of them, most for certainly, have had to. It's just like, I don't know. But I do like that Pacifica at least has thankfully met our crew, and they have, they've been able to break through these walls. She's gotten to see the outside world. She's got to interact with somebody outside this bubble, and it's I don't know, it's helping her. And her and Dipper, despite Dipper, and hey, I gotta give Dipper credit. He stood his ground. He said exactly, hey, I'll say it to her face. She showed up, he said it to her face. No hesitation. He's not afraid of them at all, especially, it probably helps knowing what he knows, but it's more about how they treat Mabel. Their status, their wealth, none of that really matters to him other than, the way they treat people, and the way they've treated people was not pretty. So he didn't return that with any kind of kindness. They hadn't earned that respect. And then through the course of this, we see them get to know each other. They get to, her walls come down. They have fun together. They're stomping mud on that carpet she was afraid to even get anywhere near with muddy feet. And then just started like, you know what? Screw my parents. Screw all this. I'm going to break this chain. And just started having some fun. And I liked seeing that a lot. And also utilizing the journal. Again, we cut ahead, and Dipper's got a reputation for himself, having gone on adventures we didn't get to see again. But it was a lot of fun. I really liked that. And, I wasn't sure if they were going to do, I still don't know if we're going to do this, but, obviously with Dipper's like hesitation on forgiving her in the way that Mabel almost immediately did in the golf episode, I did pause as like, is this going to be like a, enemies to friends or enemies to lovers kind of thing, since we got rid of the Wendy whole storyline for right now? At this point in time, maybe somebody in his age range, somebody actually pursuable. Maybe that's what this is going to maybe lead to, or simply just mend that bridge and, just grow these characters, grow this world, and also kind of reshape it in a way that maybe Gravity Falls in the future through the kids here, not that they live here, they're only here for the summer, but that they could reshape this town and maybe leave it better than they found it initially. And that includes Pacifica along the way. The impact they've had while they're here has been pretty monumentous. But, now they're letting them in, but also the curse is broken. So it's really up on them next time, and maybe even Pacifica, to stand up for them and to make sure that this happens every year. Now, though, with the curse being broken, they don't really have any incentive to not now, to open the doors and to stick to what they've just done here. But one would hope this is the first step into, a better relationship with the town. I don't know. It's interesting. It was a really, really dense, layered episode. And then the McGucket tease at the end. I love that after we got his memories back, he's still kind of McGuckety. He's still a little loose cannon, a little wobbly, a little wacky. But he's kind of, it's like he's merged his old self and his current self. He fixed the laptop. He got it working again. And he's ran numbers, ran calculations. He's been doing what he's been doing before. And he's like, Armageddon's around the corner. We got, I think 21 days is what that said. I can't remember if that was 21 hours or 21 days. It's got to be 21 days. And then it's like, something's coming, man. Dipper. He's like, relax, don't worry. Let's just enjoy the night. We'll worry about it tomorrow. And then it flashed back up to that painting. Or, God damn it, I keep calling everything either a poster or a painting. That tapestry hanging on the wall that showed a triangle with an eye over a burning landscape. So, yeah, fun. What does that entail for us? We still have no idea what Bill's goal is, or what Stan's shenanigans are going to unleash upon the town either. But before I forget, and I forgot this, apparently I completely missed one when we were going through with Soos. Soos is in the real girl. I posted it in a pinned comment, but Apparently, that's one of the ones where I forgot to actually do the cryptogram at all. But I want to kind of, I put it in the comments, but I want to actually say it in a video. So Stan, for Soos and the Real Girl, we got Stan is not what he seems. Which, yeah, we kind of already knew that. Space Jam 2. Infiding Can Hadplan, which, you know, the reference to the poor translations in there. And then I read this and it made me chuckle as a old school Sailor Moon fan, but winning hearts by daylight, possessing robots by moonlight, her emotional baggage is a real fright. She has the one named Giffany. Oh, that was so good. I chuckled out loud when I read that. God, I love that shit growing up, man. All right, now for this episode. All right, next up. Oh, next up on Used to Be About History channel. Did aliens write the Constitution? Crawdads in tiaras and Florida, the show. That is, I mean, listen. That's not that far off from what the History Channel is right now. And then the last set of numbers, it's the same thing on repeat. Stan is not what he seems. Stan is not what he seems. Stan is not what he seems. They are so adamant about this. What the fuck does that mean? And then we have the dog be like, don't trust Stan. I don't know, man. I don't think he's doing, I can't believe he's doing anything malicious, or at least knowingly malicious. Maybe I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm so nervous about what's going on. I mean, yes, he is not what he seems because he puts on a mask for everybody, but I don't think it's menacing or sinister. At least I hope not. All right, anyway. Let's head to Patreon. We got Finfish. This is up there as one of my favorite episodes of the series. I have to say, it's probably a top 10er for me. I was thinking that as we got through this. I really like this episode. How do you feel about Pacifica's relationship with her parents and about her character development in this episode? I mean, I think I've talked about that quite a bit. I mean, obviously, her relationship with her parents is absolutely toxic. They're abusive. Like, they want her to be exactly like them, and we know they are pieces of shit. You know, they think they're above it all. They look down on anybody that is not within their fucking tax bracket. You know, and like they did this superiority complex, and they try to beat that into her head, but then there's this like resistance of herself. They try to cage her in a box so that she can't express herself, can't be different than a Northwest as they define it. You know, they're making her repress herself, her thoughts, her voice, everything about her has to fit their mold. It's just messed up. And through Dipper, thankfully, talking about her character development, you know, through the interaction with the Pines family and Mabel's kindness and this, like, kind of, you know, touching grass with the outside world, through the interactions at the golf course with them, and then now through going on this adventure with Dipper, you know, we've seen those walls come down, and then her find a strength in herself to stand up against that and do what she wants to do and what she believes, you know, to not have her voice be quelled out, but heard, or at least not ignore them and do what she wants in spite of everything. It's really, really nice. And I like that they've gone this route. You know, again, you know, they poked fun at it before, you know, calling her the Valley Girl blonde cliche. And they've really made an effort in her minimal appearances to crack that egg, to crack her open and give her layers. I like that. Hell yeah. And I'm, again, with the whole like Disney shit, like, this is another one of those episodes where this went pretty hard. You know, on top of just straight up kill. You know, they talked about killing people. They didn't like, oh, destroy, send you to oblivion, obliterate, the darkness is coming, I will kill you, was said in this, you know, again, and then like the calling out of this wealthy family and the cheating, stealing, the the horrors they've enacted on man, and animal and the land and everything itself was a lot of fun. I like that they didn't really pull their punches on them. I guess, again, another one of those situations where I'm kind of surprised. Then we got Machine Head here. Fun fact, Sunday just got was exactly 10 years since the show ended. What was your favorite part of this episode? From here, the shit gets crazy from this episode onward, but is honestly one of my favorites. Yeah, we're mid-season now. We got a countdown. This season's been very full steam ahead, and we've had like one or two maybe that episodes where I can justifiably call it just kind of like an episode of the week, but for the most part, we've been full steam ahead on a lot of things that have been kind of furthering this world in a way. But as far as like my favorite part of this episode, I think it's got to be the scene with Dipper and Pacifica in that hidden room when she's really kind of letting her walls down and talking about everything and unveiling the secret about her family. I think that moment of vulnerability, I think, was my favorite part of the episode. I didn't talk about this at all during my little section. I was going to say, like the Mabel, Brenda, and Candy stuff. That's just kind of this fun thing. And they're just here to kind of enter this high society in this kind of like Pride and Prejudice kind of way with their little Mr. Darcy kind of showing up. Not really a huge part of this episode. This episode was not about them, but I just realized I didn't talk about them at all. Lavender's Blues says, fun fact, it's revealed in the published book of Gravity Falls Journal 3 that the lumberjack ghost is an ancestor of Wendy's family. Makes sense. And that his name is Archibald Corduroy. Another fun fact, this is probably one of my favorite episodes, so I've been waiting desperately for this moment. Hell yeah, man. So is it all lumberjacks or just this guy? It would be so funny if like they're like all lumberjacks were like one family or something silly like that, something absurd. Robert English says Northwest Manor Mystery follows up on some episodes from earlier this season. 2-1, due to the mudslide from the manor's construction, many people who lived on the side and bottom of the mountain were killed. And that is where all of the zombies came from in Scarioki. So not just the lumberjacks. They killed other people in the town because of that. That's crazy, dude. Holy shit. And then in 2-2, the position that Dipper is trapped in as a tree is the same position that the shapeshifter said would be Dipper's last form. Oh, nice catch. Holy shit. Well, joke's on you, buddy. Not today. And then the government agents have been hidden in the background or wearing disguises in episodes 4-7 and now episode 9. Yeah, I didn't catch them in the party at all, but we get to see them at the end there having this like lovers spat, which was funny. Now we got Adam Myers. How do you feel about Pacifica and Dipper's relationship? Not gonna lie, kind of ship them. I mean, I could, like, again, I was talking about, like, Wendy's kind of like a fruitless effort right now, and Dipper's realized that and put that aside. And I don't think the show needs a relationship, but it did give me that, like, enemies to lovers kind of vibe because of how passionately he had that distaste for her. And in this episode, we turn a lot of that around, and we get to see them actually kind of connect in a real way in this episode. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad if they went that direction. Give him a relationship, give him a connection that's in his bracket, that's complicated, that gives you something to explore, something to chew on as far as like, there's this discrepancy between the two in the world, where they come from, where they see the world, and how they can help each other in a lot of ways. There's a lot of good stuff there. And if it, it could just be friends. It doesn't really matter, but I could definitely see that, in any other show as well, blossoming into something. People sometimes can't help but insert the romance into it. I don't think it needs it. I wouldn't be against it if it happened. And then finally, we have this. This is my favorite episode from Gravity Falls. Also, fun fact, this episode is directed by Matt Braley, the creator of Amphibia. And it's the only episode of the show that has won an Annie Award. My question for you, what are your top 3 episodes so far? So right now, Fight Fighters is still my favorite episode of the show. I would say right now it's Fight Fighters, Soos and the Real Girl, as far as top 3 goes. Soos and the Real Girl, and it might be this. It's either this or Sock Opera, just purely because of Bipper. Let me look at the episodes that we've seen so far again. Let's just refresh everything. Gulf War was also really, really good. Blendon's Game was good. I mean, there's a lot of great episodes, but top 3. Fight Fighters is still my favorite episode. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with that list. My number 3, oh my God, Society of the Blind Eye 2, though. I'm gonna go with this episode as number 3, but my top 2 are, yeah, because it's like I feel like the Sock Opera episode would be a little bit stronger. I think it's definitely top 5, that one, but top 3, it would have been in there if the puppet storyline wasn't part of the episode. I'm not that it's bad, but like that's the part I enjoy, the Bill and Dipper stuff and the Bipper shenanigans, and that was the strongest bits of that episode for me. But it's going to be Fight Fighters and Soos and the Real Girl, and then I'll say Northwest Mansion Mystery right now. But yeah, I'd love to know your alls. What are your alls top 3 episodes that we have watched so far? Because I don't want to get any expectations for episodes we haven't seen just yet. But guys, that's another episode down. What did you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Or if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there, you can also submit your own comments and questions and fun facts for me to read. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chen's son, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Brindley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Becca. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues. And take care of you at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all that. Thank you guys immensely. And as always, I'm going to give a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do what we do over here to just to keep up with all the content that's coming this way, especially this right around the corner as well. Thank you guys so much. And also you guys here on YouTube. Without y'all, we wouldn't even be here. And it is you guys we are doing this all for. Love you guys. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.